track her down to the ends of the earth if I have to.
Samurai Champloo is one of the first Adult Swim properties to make its way to video game consoles in its PS2 premiere, Sidetrack.
I am G.
The style and story is translated faithfully from the anime series, but action fans unfamiliar with the show will find it a rather bland fighting experience.
Let's get started!
Come on, you know I ain't got time to figure out some lame riddle.
Anyone willing to stay up late enough to catch Samurai Champloo on Cartoon Network will definitely feel at home with parts of the game. There are lots of cinemas, and the story has a nice pace to it. All of the actors from the show are in the game, and the voiceover performances are fun and consistent.
There must be something more to this.
Quit your squawking and let's get started.
You assume the roles of Mugen or Jin, and their motivations are worked in well in terms of the story. Fu is also playable, but only in minigames. While the cutscenes are informative and entertaining, very few plot elements come across during the gameplay. Each story break sets up the action, but the combat sequences do little to further the plot.
I don't get it.
You were kind enough to bring me in and feed me. I insist that I accompany you.
The fighting system in Samurai Champloo is unique even for samurai games, but it can get very dull and repetitive if you don't fall in love with its funky style. Similar to titles like Samurai Western, most of the game has you moving from one target to another, slashing away with the square button.
I'm hauling in a big catch today.
While the enemies aren't very challenging, there are numerous combos to spice up the combat. And boss battles help to increase the difficulty and give you new moves to dodge and counter. You can perform timed counterattacks, blocks, and kicks, and there's a training arena you can practice in. If you're frantic enough, you can land more than 100 hits on one target. You can unlock the mini-games by doing well in a fight. These award you with upgrades like more weapons and options for each character.
Well, guess that's that.
But as simplistic as the gameplay can get, the controls are a bit sluggish. You have almost no ability to move the camera. This combined with the fact that your enemies can be slow and stupid can make the game feel both easy and challenging for the wrong reasons.
Brain freeze.
And just like the series, the game features a bizarre combination of hip-hop music and old-school samurai showdowns.
Now you're talking my talk.
The soundtrack you choose to play relates directly to the combos you can pull off. As you progress through the game, you can purchase more beats and unlock new combos. You can switch between records in the middle of levels to use different moves, and give the action a new tempo. The music selection is great, as fans should expect, and its incorporation into the combat is clever.
Is that a joke?
Similar to Killer 7 on the GameCube, Samurai Champloo is both dull and revolutionary in its presentation at the same time. The backgrounds and landscapes are very basic. The character skins are not that impressive, and the levels are limited to very small areas like alleys and hallways.
Listen, I don't care about any of that crap.
However, the simplicity of the art design allows the animation to be very fluid and expressive. Defeated enemies flash red and their bodies split into two pieces. Each strike from your character's weapon explodes into bright lines across the screen, and transitions from cutscenes to combat to minigames manipulate the environment in unexpected ways.
I, Genzaburo Saotome, am gonna strike you down!
So the graphical quality of Samurai Champloo is tough to judge. At face value, it's a relatively unimpressive title. Once you see how each of the gameplay elements switches back and forth, you start to appreciate the visuals for doing something fresh and original.
Damn, dude, what kept ya?
Samurai Champloo's Sidetracked has lots of flair and attitude, and the developers deserve praise for experimenting with a typically repetitive genre.
Hey, thanks for participating.
While this adventure has a lot of energy, the graphics and the gameplay are still simple. This makes it a home run for fans of the television show, and an unusual but interesting title for everyone else.
Shut up.